So once that happened, our minds are racing. We're like, well, what else can we do here? Organic instruments, hey, piano. Who do we know that plays piano? So we went back to Alex's vast Rolodex of friends and musicians he's built over the years. And one of those relationships is a gentleman named Zach Clark, who is a phenomenal piano player, phenomenal songwriter. He also plays in Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness, who is somebody who's been a huge inspiration on me for many years. So I kind of, wink, wink, nudge, nudged Alex, and I was like, hey man, you think we can get Zach on this thing? And that's kind of a dream scenario. I didn't think for a second it would actually happen, but, Alex shot Zach a text to see if he was interested and available, and fortunately for me, he was both of those things. So Alex sent him the track, and kind of like Rich, it only took him a couple days, and he shot us back something, and so once again, Alex put together a quick mix and emailed it over to me. I received it one evening, and let me tell you, I've been recording music for over 20 years. Full-length albums, EPs, tons of singles, lots of songs. I don't know that I've ever received a mix and been as emotionally impacted as I was when I listened to I Can Still Break Your Heart for the first time, with everything I had tracked, Zach's piano playing, Rich's pedal steel, and Alex's beautiful mix. I was literally brought to tears. I started welling up. It was a very emotional moment for me. So I'm very, very grateful for Alex helping me bring this to life, bringing together this collective of amazingly talented musicians that really just gave this song so much more of a life than I ever dreamed it could have. So that's kind of, in a very large nutshell, how I Can Still Break Your Heart came from me sitting on a couch with a guitar that I hated to being one of my favorite songs on the entire album, and honestly one of the favorite songs I've ever been a part of based on the musicians that I got to play with on this thing. So that's really it. That's I Can Still Break Your Heart. I think the last thing I will say about it is it happens to have, I think, one of my favorite lyrics I have ever written in one of my songs. I've been writing lyrics since I was about 16 years old, and it just so happens that this song has one of the favorites. It's a lyric that in the moment I almost felt kind of silly writing, so much so that when I first brought the song to the studio, I asked Alex, I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna sing this line in the second verse. You have to let me know if it's ridiculous. So I played it for him, I sang it for him, and when I was done, I said, is it ridiculous? And he said, no way, keep it. So I did. Fortunately for me, Alex is a great cheerleader. He's got a great ear for what's good and bad, and I definitely told him when we started this album recording process, I said, I need that critical feedback. I need that very politely spoken, diplomatically worded critical feedback. So what the heck is that line? I keep talking about it. So it's a line that I sing in the second verse, and it goes like this. Another year on Earth's almost over, and the holidays, they soon will be here. It's this line right here. If you were not around, I'd buy a little tree like Charlie Brown, and I would sing Auld Lang Syne until New Year's. It's the Charlie Brown line right there. I don't know if it was just because I was playing this song in October, November, so the holidays were coming up, mixed with the fact that I was raised watching a Charlie Brown Christmas over and over and over again. But that line just came to my mind, and I sang it, and again, it felt sort of silly, but also kind of really loved it. There was just this simple sweetness to it, and this that just brought this flood of nostalgia into my mind every time I sang it. So I'm like, you know what? Why am I fighting this? If this is making me feel something, it'll probably make other people feel something too. So it's in the song. And it's one of my favorite lyrics I've ever written. So that's the story of how Charlie Brown ended up in my song. And I think this is where I will leave you. I Can Still Break Your Heart, again, is one of my favorite songs on the album. It's available on Spotify right now. You can check out the lyric video on this YouTube channel. And I hope you enjoy this kind of stuff. It allows me to sort of exercise this muscle where I get to kind of deconstruct my own songs and share that with you. So I hope you find it interesting. I will definitely continue to do it as I continue to release more songs. I hope that it gives you a better sense of me as an artist, me as a songwriter. You know, that's definitely something I want as I continue down this road, this musical journey, and more people start to learn about me and my music. I want to take any opportunity I can to give you a better sense of who I am as a person, because that's what's always been important to me. In every artist I listen to, you know, it's all about that genuine, authentic experience. I hope these videos can bring you closer to me and me closer to you. So thank you so much for watching. This has been Behind the Song for I Can Still Break Your Heart. I am Ryan Terrigno, and I will see you on the next one.